Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Tifosi Time, the soccer Serie A podcast that gives everyone something to be thankful for this week of Thanksgiving. This is episode 110, coming to you live with Chris, Dan, Pietro, and myself, Frank. And it's a World Cup edition of the show, fellas. Say hello.
Great.
Hey, yeah. World Cup, let's go.
That's it. That's my World Cup coverage. We can't say we. So, this is going to be. I want to see if the audience could hear the abject sadness as we cover the World Cup, because we were all, for those of you guys that were not on the show, obviously before the show we were talking about how much we're trying to get into the World Cup, and without Italy it's a struggle, but we will do our best to cover the first couple days here, at least the US, because
it did make me sad. As soon as the World Cup started, I'm like, it hit me. Oh shit.
No,
Italy's not in here.
Dan, I agree with you, but then you hear all these stories and shit. And I'm like, I really don't care about this World Cup. I can't support it.
But still, you want.
That's actually probably Chris made a good point. That's probably the stuff that's most newsworthy to talk about is all the craziness with Qatar.
By the way, let me say something. Tomorrow is Argentina, Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the right. They play 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's 5 a.m. I think over here. 5 a.m.
Yeah,
Eastern
5 a.m.
I'm
here.
not going to see this game.
No, especially
it's not even that. Like I said, you hear all this stuff, these tweets, and
Thank God there were.
I can't get behind it.
Should we cover some of that? Okay, so we are on day 2 of the World Cup. Obviously, everyone watching this show knows the World Cup started Sunday with Qatar versus Ecuador.
which was a
great game.
Riveting. Yes, I watched it actually twice over again just to take better notes.
That was really bad.
But let's talk about some of the pre-World Cup stuff, right? Because we all know that the only reason Qatar has this is because they bribed a lot of people at FIFA that all got kicked out. That's great, fine. But some of the things that we've been sending to each other, right? So we could start with the luxury hotel where the top FIFA officials were supposed to stay for the World Cup. 2 days before they were notified the hotel wasn't ready. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was the ban of beer at the games. What did that happen? A couple of days before?
That was 2 days before. They had told the fans, "Oh yeah, you can bring in alcohol," and then they made the reversal 2 days before the tournament.
Absolutely absurd.
Yeah, no alcohol at the games, so that's good. Budweiser, though, on a bright note, has now offered to give the winning country the pile of beer that they have that they can no longer use. So the winning country will now get that. I haven't been that impressed with the stadium crowds. They haven't been empty, but
I was talking to someone today, and it looked like there wasn't a sellout. For one of the games, which is a shame. You wanted
the Senegal Netherlands game. I think when they were coming in, they panned to one side, it looked full, but the other side looked kind of empty. I don't know if it filled in.
Yeah, it was that game. There wasn't. It didn't look like a sellout. So.
What else? What other notable things?
USA played.
Well, no, I mean from the tournament itself, right? So they basically have $200 billion worth of stadiums built in the middle of the desert, which.
Well, so I didn't even know that USA game today was 2 o'clock our time, but it was 10 p.m.
It was 10 p.m. local time, which is also weird.
That's insane.
You just to the time you're taking 10 p.m. So that's a weird one. I don't know. I don't want to bash on a country that I don't fully know and understand, but this is just 15 years in the making. We know a lot of people died making those stadiums.
It's the World Cup. I don't really want to focus on the other stuff. There are going to be good games. We haven't seen many good games. I guess some people consider the USA Wales games okay today, considering USA did play good in the first half. But the rest of the games have not been really newsworthy or enjoyable to watch. England dominated.
I didn't see that. I had a little plumbing mishap, and I was with an incompetent guy in the house.
You expected them to kill those, so that wasn't anything. It all went chalk except for the USA Wales game. People expected Wales to lose.
Frank, would you rather talk about your plumbing issues than soccer?
No. I talked enough about those. But yeah, I thought Senegal played better in the first half than Holland.
They have a good roster.
Yeah,
I support the first game. It's it came up they really play 90 minutes. Did you see how many minutes they give at the extra?
Oh yes, that was a huge thing. The extra time. tons of injuries and wasted time. 14 minutes at the end of one half, 9 minutes at the end of
Yeah,
another.
the England game had 14 minutes at the end of the first half. Why? What
Wait,
happened?
really?
The goalie got hurt.
They really played. The intention is Qatar wants to see the game before 90 minutes. They say.
Wait, let me ask you. I didn't watch any games because I was working, but are there water breaks too, or what's the deal?
They had one in the Qatar Ecuador game, I think.
Well, but you have to understand, like those stadiums are air conditioning, right?
Yeah.
Air conditioned, so you don't really need the water break. Like it's not like they're playing in 1,000 degrees.
The stadiums look nice for sure. I mean, they're definitely nice.
But as far as the games, though, like I said, it's not really. Netherlands is always a team who scares me because they never play to their potential, and that's why I never picked them to go far.
Yeah.
And Senegal is not a bad team.
No,
but you see, about this extra time, right? I can see already March from the reality of the competition, the truth, because they can do the extra time whatever they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they always do that. I mean,
no, it's 4 or 5 minutes. We got 20 minutes extra time.
Well, there was.
I did see they didn't lose all that time because they say there was 5 change, right?
Yeah.
5 substitution, and the substitution usually is 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Now I didn't see no dead on the field or whatever.
That does seem crazy.
I mean, did they even give 15 minutes of extra time when Eriksson passed out?
Wow, that was
they suspended the game.
The first half to give it 14 minutes. You understand?
There was the goalie got hurt really bad in that, and there was something else, I think.
So, out of all the games so far, I mean, I guess the one I was going to say, which is your favorite game so far, but like the only one I was actually like even cared vaguely about was the U.S. game. The rest I feel so passive so far in this World Cup because I think Daddy made a comment and I totally agreed. And I think you guys did too. Like this was the first World Cup where I was paying attention to no news. Like I didn't pay attention to rosters, who was called.
Well, here's the thing too. Like out of all the players in the Italian league, there's only been like one player to play so far too. Like there hasn't been. Like,
there was McKennie, there was Musa.
There was McKennie, there was Dest, and there was one player on I think Senegal or.
Hey guys,
couple on Senegal, right? Wasn't there? Salernitana player maybe.
Look like we were to go for Serbia this year.
Well, that's one of the teams that.
Next year, apparently Juventus is going to have about five players from Serbia. They want a Milinkovic, and they want a center defense, Pavlic.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Right now they have Kostic and Vlahovic, so we're gonna be. Yeah. That's my point. Is like even players that are on Milan and Inter and stuff. Like I'm gonna have like Dumfries played. Whatever. But like the more those players play, the more interested I'll be.
Let's talk a little bit about what the game I saw. Holland, Senegal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Senegal has a good team, and they miss Mane.
Yeah, well, that's a huge loss for them. Mane's hurt, out for the World Cup. He's the best player.
Oh, he's missing the whole thing.
Team. And I think I didn't see Holland very well,
I wanted to ask you, because I didn't really get to watch that game too closely. How did Delit play?
Delit, I didn't like.
I didn't play. I didn't think he played that great. First half, all he did was foul.
I didn't like the way he played.
I think he got a yellow card too, right?
Oh, he got a yellow card and a head. From head, he didn't get nothing.
Apparently, the Netherlands goalkeeper, I don't know if it was a starting goalie, but the guy was on Foja for like 2 years ago. So he was in like.
What's his name?
Norpe.
Norpe, yeah. He was in second division Italian like 3 years ago.
Foja bench.
Huh?
And the bench.
Wait.
So
He was on the bench of a Serie B team, and he's the starting goalie.
Well, now he's the starting goalie of Holland. Like his like life turned around.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be injured.
Maybe, I don't know, but he's starting a World Cup, so that's kind of cool.
Ten Hag is Holland, right?
No.
Ter
Hagen.
Yeah.
Ter Stegen.
The goalie for Barcelona is Holland, right?
But tomorrow's games, there's 4 games tomorrow, actually. You ready for this? We have Argentina, Saudi Arabia at 5 a.m.
Nope.
Eastern.
No,
thank you.
I can get up for that.
I'll probably be up, so I'll turn it on, but whatever. Tunisia, Denmark at 8 a.m.
No,
and then you have Mexico, Poland, which Poland I want to watch. They have 10 players from the Italian league.
Yeah.
That's at 11 a.m. And then France, Australia at 2 p.m.
Like none of those are calling out to me.
No, not really. Like Mexico's not good this year, so I expect Poland to win that game.
I think Poland's gonna win that game.
But I just want to see Piontek's Pistols, to be honest. I want to see him score.
Is he gonna play?
I don't think he's gonna start.
Yeah.
I mean, they have Milik too.
Yeah. They got a lot of players. They got
they have the Poland's been a good team.
Yeah.
They have Zelensky.
Chesney.
Can't have them all good.
You see, I go back to Holland. They didn't impress me at all.
No, they never do.
Holland hasn't been that great for like.
No. I remember I was to think about this. Watch the Holland and look the past, like where they have Boston.
Yeah.
Icard, the Goulet,
and Davids, and Davids.
And if you look at that roster, they should be winning more games than they do.
Even when you go back to the days where Van Persie was in really good form and Robin and all those people, they were better.
Yeah, they were more dangerous then.
But they still have good players.
They have good players because they're international players. They're good, but I mean, I wouldn't put them at
There is this guy that scored, Garco.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
They say Juventus one thing.
Oh, apparently
he's really good.
A lot of people are looking at him.
He impressed me.
Some other transfers, not to change the topics too much, but apparently Milan is looking at Sportiello as a backup goalie in January because Magnan's still hurt. And then they're also signing Sabakin or whatever this kid's name is. 2 people that they're after. I don't know if there's much more in the transfer markets.
I will say in the U.S. game, I thought that one of their best players, at least the first half. The second half, I was distracted, but the first half, I thought their left fullback Robinson, who plays on Fulham, I thought was one of their best players.
Number 5 was okay.
Yeah, number 5.
He was in the MLS a couple of years ago.
I like him to defend with the.
Me too. Reem, I was gonna say, is better than Bonucci.
Reem is not bad, but
Reem is not bad.
He's the one who did the foul. That was a bad foul.
Was Zimmerman.
It was Zimmerman? I don't know, but it was a bad foul.
Reem is good.
Reem is good.
And I said about one of the guys. So like when Kiefer Moore came in, the 6'5" forward for Wales.
For Wales, yeah.
And I remember seeing him in the European, and he's always dangerous. He's really hard to handle. He's 6'5".
And the quality didn't look bad too either.
Turner.
Yeah,
he plays on Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal he played.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
But he's their backup.
Question about that. Go ahead.
Kiefer Moore on Welsh, right? He's 30. He's that forward, which is always dangerous. And player like Reem, right? Like in Serie A on a smaller team, they could play. Like if I was a small team that couldn't score goals, I would go get Kiefer Moore. He plays on the Welsh team.
I give it the okay. He went to
Pulisic. You like the way he plays?
I don't need him though. We don't need him though. Like, what's the point?
Dude, it is encouraging though for the U.S. because like I thought I saw something like half their team is 24 or younger.
They have the second youngest team,
which is pretty cool.
The one kid who came in from Jersey, Aronson or whatever, was 22. He touched the ball a few times. That guy looks like he has some skills on the few touches he has.
All right, here's the big question about the game now. How did Aaron Ramsey play?
I didn't even know he was playing until like 45 minutes in. Yeah, did not see him at all.
Bala seemed with the penalty.
Yeah, Ball. I'll tell you what, Reem didn't let Ball touch a ball for most of the game. Like he was winning all the balls, anticipating them.
Oh, Garrett Bale, yeah.
Yeah. The U.S. Listen, the U.S. has the same problem. They actually have some. They have okay. They're all decent players. But they're missing a forward.
Frank, you say it's all okay team. I saw a lot of amateur stuff in there. The way they play.
You know what USA is missing? You give them a coach, this team is going to be good.
Together.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know if I'm a big believer in Berhalter. Tell you the truth.
That's their biggest question mark. And if they don't
as
have
their
a good
coach,
they don't have a good showing here, he's gone.
Because Reyna didn't play. Reyna didn't even come in as a sub.
Yeah, if they got someone with reputation and knew what they were doing, that this team would be quality.
And you know they have some players there like McKinney. Like he didn't play that great. He hasn't had a great season. You know.
Adams, their team's not
Adams.
bad.
It's okay. It's okay. They have some options.
Yeah, Adams is okay, but he carries the ball too much.
Yeah, I think they love him more than I love him. You know, I know for Bolter, he's like the most important one, but
the ball too much.
He breaks up a lot of plays, which is good.
He's their captain. He ain't going anywhere.
No, he's not going. I mean, they have a young team. This probably is going to affect their chances, though, right? Because now they play England.
I mean, Wales is the team that they were going to fight for that second spot for. So Iran is the other team.
I think USA like the experience.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're the second youngest team.
Right now, they're going to have to fight for like goal differential. Like every goal.
The problem is that they play England second and Wales plays them third. So if they don't get a point out of England, if England wins, then England could pretty much not care about that last game.
Yeah, they can phone it in.
Yeah, but don't get impressive what England do with this.
No, I'm just saying to have US go through the next round, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could see them tying England. Why not?
Yeah, I could listen. Yeah. I mean,
that game is on Friday, Black Friday too, so everyone should be home and off of work, and they'd be able to watch that, which will be a crazy game.
For this World Cup, I mean, literally for me, it's like I want Serbia to do well. I'd like to see Poland and the U.S. do well. Like I really don't, and it's not that I'm, because I don't see myself, like I tell you, if like all those teams get knocked out, I don't see myself really caring that much. So maybe there'll be some good storylines.
But you see what I thought to Frank. I thought one thing, besides Italy not been there, right? It looked like, say, I look at the day, the schedule, 3-4 games. I say, I'm not going to stay 3-4 games to watch the game.
No.
I think they were always like that, though, wasn't it?
It is always like that.
But when Italy's there, it's different.
When you have a job and you work and you're not, off on spring break or, all this kind of crap, like, or you're retired, then you can watch all those games. Like,
you see,
a regular person can't do that.
When you did Italy for a stay, you take a day off.
I would have took a day off. Yeah,
you watch. You care about the games in their group. You care, like when you have less things involved, you're watching everything passively. Like there's a lot of games on the schedule that are just bad games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and besides, you see, if Italy's there, you look at the other Gironi,
because you want to see who the opponents are.
Right. You see, that's what
you want to see the team who can beat you or would not.
But look at tomorrow's games. Like you have some big countries playing, Argentina and France. Maybe you want to watch them for their stars. You have Poland, Mexico, which might be the tightest.
It's not a good game.
But it's not good. But it's not like the next day gets much better. It's Morocco, Croatia, Germany, Japan, Spain, Costa Rica, and Belgium, Canada. Like every day is kind of like that.
I mean, once you have to get past the group stages to get the good matches, really. Unless there's the group of death, that's the one you're gonna want to watch.
I mean, Friday you have USA, England. You have Brazil, Serbia on Thursday.
Yeah, that's a good game.
It's okay. We'll get more into it as it goes along, I'm assuming. But
I hope they don't put it too many games at 5 o'clock.
You might get into it. I'm not really into it at all.
Yeah, there are.
I'm hoping I don't know. I'm not hoping.
But Italy did play this weekend.
Oh yeah. Let's talk
what
about
a friendly that was!
Game.
2-0
Austria.
I did not watch 1 second of it. I'm not going to watch it.
I saw the last 12 minutes because I didn't realize they were on.
No, I can't. I can't sit there and watch a friendly while the World Cup is going on. Get the hell out of here. That's not happening.
It was after the World Cup, wasn't it?
No.
It was. No, I'm saying the World Cup is on. They're not in it. I'm not watching.
Oh yeah, it's just agitating just watching. What's even the point? Why do they even have a friendly?
I guess for Mancini to call up some people and look.
What about Austria?
Mancini, I mean, we don't have a great defender right now. I think Mancini has to start to put Bonucci out too.
Yeah,
take that back.
Listen, Bonucci is not going to be in the next big tournament they're playing. He's not going to be in the next Euro squad.
Well, the good news is we saw the good news is with Juventus that because they didn't make the Champions League, they don't have to re-sign Paredes now. It's an option.
Yeah, there's a clause in that
so that's good.
They probably will.
In that move.
They probably will, but they don't have to. At least.
Paredes.
Yeah.
No, there is no obstacle right now.
Because they got knocked out of the Champions
They passed.
League.
Now I think they're gonna give.
I think the team needs as many options as they can.
I think
because it's 22 million. I don't know how many million.
They need to really evaluate the rest of the season.
Better with 22 million.
He doesn't play.
But that's the thing. He needs to get a fair shot so you can see him, so they don't buy him for no reason. And
I still wouldn't. I would just bring back Ravella and just here you go.
He's had opportunities. He's been crap.
Yeah. But again, he came because of Allegri. If Allegri's gone, the next coach might not want Paredes. You know what I mean?
He wins Coach of the Month, but he's gone.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
Well, at the end of the year, I still have hope.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know that there's much more to talk about.
Really not much. Listen, it's 2 days, I'm sure. And listen, for those of you guys that are really into the World Cup, we don't want to piss on your Cheerios. So we're just being honest.
No, enjoy it. I wish I could.
Today, there was some words from Paredes on the paper, like finally we got to, to play the dream, the dream, what we wait for the dream. I mean, when you went to Juventus for? I mean, just to practice for the national team.
Yeah.
And that's true.
Well, I mean, look, it's whatever.
Anyway, if you play like that, the way he was to play, I don't think he's going to play in Argentina either. If he has that shape of form, I don't think he's going to play with Argentina.
I think it's hard to judge him right now.
So what did you guys take anything away? Oh, you didn't even watch the Italy friendly game.
No, I refused.
What did you, anything stick out to you about the Italy friendly game, Bob?
I don't know that he heard.
Anything stick out to the Italy friendly?
I know he has go well.
Did anything stick out to you in the Italy friendly game?
It's a French game. I think they don't want to be there again.
Yeah, that's probably right.
I think it's a game show like they like.
It's kind of true. I think that's perfect. Because when you're watching, you were kind of like.
Verratti is one of the best players we have, right? And they say one of the best players in the world. If I was coaching him, I would give advice something. He tried sometimes to match to play like a kids.
I think
he kept the ball too much.
He's one of the players who really wants to be there.
He scored an ass for a mistake. The mistake he made.
I'm actually surprised.
The guy got the ball from him.
His entire team of PSG is in the World Cup. I'm sure he's pissed. He's got to play in this stupid.
Well, maybe they should have beat Macedonia.
And I felt Donnarumma. He had to meet to the second goal. It was his fault.
Well, that's what I said. I saw the highlight of the goal. Should he have saved that?
Come on.
I mean, he was there.
Better than that.
He was there.
I didn't even see it.
It
was a free kick, Chris.
Hey,
and
Frank,
they shot it hard.
It seems to me that goal. Remember Zoff?
Yeah.
Zoff at the end, he wasn't see the ball coming from far for the eye sides.
Well, it was a free kick, Chris, and literally the wall was to the right. He shot it hard to the left of the wall, and Donnarumma was standing there, and it went above him, just scored.
No, that's what he used to say.
I can guarantee.
Considering you're 6'3",
there was no player who put more than 60%.
He had to beat himself. He had to beat himself.
Well, see, that's where
But he did another 2-3 good save. He did.
So the 65%, my thing is there were some players that aren't on the national teams. So you've got to figure they gave 100%. That never play, like Grifo and these type of people.
Yeah.
But why was Bonucci playing? That's the question I would ask. It's a friendly in the middle of the year. Did you just need a body?
What about Tacherbi?
Yeah, they're both 33, 35 years old. They're not going to be around for you. What do you plan on counting on them for Europe 2 years from now? Why are they even there?
No, they have a lot of young people under 21.
Yeah.
But what are those?
He picks some 17-year-olds at a random a club, and then he brings in Bonucci.
But that's 17 in Bafundo.
Is he good?
He's
I want to see him play. He's under 21. He's a good player.
No, but that kid, the 16-year-old, is he legit? I haven't watched him play.
He's played a couple minutes for Udinese either this year or last year. He hasn't played a lot. Nobody knows a lot.
I don't even remember.
You know why sometimes why Acerbi and Bonucci play because the coach or the media say they need the younger people. They need someone with experience to help them.
Yeah, it could be.
You're not
But I'm
help
just
them
like,
if you make a mistake.
I think Bonucci should retire.
He's there to kick women off the bus that run onto the bus. Did you hear about that?
No.
What are you talking about?
There was a fan. Some lady kept trying to go on the
Somebody
bus.
say, yeah.
Yeah, they said like no, you can't come on. And she came on the bus and he like kicked her off.
Who, Bonucci?
Bonucci did? Hey, I kind of like him, dog.
That's awesome.
No, that's good because
He's the bouncer.
you never know who's the.
Yeah,
They can have a bomb with
Bonucci was the one who almost someone tried to mug him on the street too once, and he fended him off. So like he's got that reputation.
He beat up the lady on the bus. I mean, that's good.
I didn't hear that story. That's funny.
Yeah, I think there's video. I didn't look at it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure she was like a harmless, like a little old lady that wanted like an autograph or something, and he's just being a dick. Anyway, do you want to, Chris, explain our challenge? Because I think we're going to do the challenge next week.
Hey, let me ask you a question before we do the challenge. There's two questions for you. I say no to either. Does Qatar get a point, and does Qatar score a goal?
I think they definitely will score a goal, and Daddy picked them to finish second in that group.
Actually, Qatar and the fantasy, I put it second.
Yeah,
that was stupid.
You know why? Because usually the country that has the World Cup, they pass the.
It's only been one other time, right? I think South Africa is the only country not to.
I think they will score a goal. I don't think they're going to get a point.
I don't think they score or they get a point.
I think I made a mistake.
They'll score. They'll get.
I hope they do score for themselves. I was kind of wondering.
Penalty shot called, at one point.
No, Senegal is better than that.
They play Senegal next, and then they play who they play after
Netherlands.
that? Netherlands. So
I don't think they're not getting a point.
No.
Who they lost to who?
Ecuador.
Yeah, so Senegal and Holland, where they want to win with that?
No, they're not going to get a point.
The bet is they score one goal. That's
I hope they do just for the whole damn country, but I don't think they will.
Yeah, but that's one thing, though. Where to say and where to applaud is Iran.
Yeah.
He didn't sing the anthem.
Yeah, they protested. They protested because against the government or something. The team didn't sing the anthem, and
against what government?
Their own.
Against their own anthem. Well, that's good for them. Hopefully, they don't get disappeared when they go back home.
I think the FIFA, they want to wear the captain for the collar.
Yeah.
They say no.
Yeah. Which is like I saw one lady reporter had the balls to wear it, which is great. Yeah, like because wasn't there also a story of like I think I don't know who it was. They were denied entry into the stadium or something.
Yeah.
If you remember before the start, right? They were talking about there is a chance for Italy to be repescata.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to hear them to go in there. They don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Wait, but I missed the captain's armband story.
They were wearing the LGBTQ colors.
Who was wearing it?
They wanted to wear it on the captain's
for all
stripes.
The teams.
I think for all the teams.
Okay.
The captain.
For US, but for like all the captain's bands, right?
Okay.
And then I think FIFA said you can't because it's against.
You can't. You're going to be.
That's their.
Well, you might get a yellow card. I think before the game starts.
Yeah.
But so going back to that story that you were talking about, Frank, that a fan was wearing a shirt and they wouldn't let him in the stadium unless he took the shirt off, which is
ridiculous. It was an
one of the fans
EQ shirt that he was wearing, and they said
they wouldn't let him in.
It's kind of crazy. Like the thing is, like. It's just not a good look for the country because these are the stories people are going to remember.
Exactly.
People aren't going to remember like, oh, there was a bunch of nice people there too. No one's going to remember that.
Yeah, no one's going to remember a 2-0 Netherlands game.
That's why a lot of people will say we should boycott. We should.
I agree.
Like, since the money's there.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm surprised some American players said, "I'm not going." Honestly,
it's hard. You get 2 or 3
you get limited
career time. Yeah, if you're lucky.
I know, but like. I don't know. At some point, you got to stand up for shit. Like that's cool.
I don't know. I just hope everyone's safe.
Well, listen, don't forget, U.S. was the front runner for this one.
Usually, the World Cup is when the championship ends.
Yeah.
After. And now for those people, they went to play.
I think that's my biggest issue with the World Cup. The fact that it's not in the summer, it's impossible for me. I don't have 2 weeks off vacation from work. It's in the middle of the year, Thanksgiving, the holidays.
It gets dark at 4:30.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue.
The guy from the FIFA, Infantino, the president, he wanted the World Cup every 2 years.
That would piss me off.
That's so
much.
stupid.
That's dumb.
But my thing is when they won this bid, if you remember, USA was one of the front runners. People thought the USA was going to get it, and then like all of a sudden Qatar came out of nowhere and won it. And it was like, obviously they were the bribe. And
there's a documentary on Netflix about it. I haven't watched it yet, but about the corruption in this World Cup bid. But I'm going to watch it maybe at some point.
But all these elements, Dan made a great point. The stadiums are air conditioned. Like, why couldn't it still be in the summer?
By air conditioned. Yes, it's cold in there.
That's what I mean. Because they're blasting it. Yeah,
it's the winter.
They have air conditioned.
Yeah, in the stadium because it's still hot outside. They said there was people waiting in a 2-hour line.
It's cold or not?
It's
hot for them, but it's still the desert.
It's still hot.
It's still the desert. It's 90 degrees.
They say it's cold
in the stadium.
I bet because the air conditioning.
They have air conditioning.
I'm assuming, or is it desert where it gets cold at night?
Sure, it's not like a small window unit.
it could be the desert too.
Change the filter.
If somebody don't like air conditioning, cannot go on the field.
Yeah, you would not like it.
Yeah, you would hate it actually.
I'm not playing, so like turn this crap off.
Anyway, I think hopefully next week there'll be some good games to talk about. We'll have a full week of games to recap and see if there was anything exciting that happened.
Take close notes.
Yeah, but Chris, if you want to go over the challenge, because I think we should do that next week since it's going to be a little slow.
Yeah, we can. So if anyone doesn't know, and you can follow along and do your own, you can submit it. We'll go through your teams maybe. But what we do is a challenge. You create a team that could win the Scudetto. You choose one player from each team not currently in the top 4. So you can't pick anyone from Napoli, Milan, Juventus, or Lazio. You have to include a coach. You could pick any formation you want, 3-5 whatever.
Well, we did this, so I had a good team.
Yeah, we do it every year.
Doing it again.
No, I forgot.
Yeah, so you have to pick a formation.
You do it based on this year. You don't pick last year's team.
Yeah. So you pick your starting 11, and then you also have a bench of 1 forward, 1 midfield, 1 defender, and 1 goalie.
So we usually make fun of each other's teams really bad.
Yeah.
My team was good last year.
My team was always good, and you guys never give me credit.
Yeah, okay, Medell.
Frank, listen, you had Medell on your team.
Yeah, and I had a million other good players. I was focusing on Medell.
I remember you and I had the same exact midfield last year.
Yeah, I had the same midfield as you, but your team's amazing. My team sucks. I don't know.
You had Medell.
I think we agreed that.
You had DeLitt. He's worse than Medell.
That's true. I can't fight that one.
If I could, I would sign up Ream on my team.
Anyway, so if you're listening to this and you want to submit it or whatever,
submit it to our Twitter, our Tifosi Time Twitter.
You have a Twitter?
No. No Twitter.
Send it to the Twitter so I can look at it.
We have a Twitter.
Why tell people? Okay, whatever. Send it to the Twitter, and I'll look at it.
Wants to charge you. I never go in there.
All right, no one cares. If you want, just get your team somewhere to us. We'll probably post it. We're gonna ask producer Dom to do it too. If he has time.
We should, and we should ask Putina to do it too.
Yeah,
Putina, if you're watching, do this.
She usually makes her own too.
But it's fun. It's a good conversation.
Yeah, and then we get to laugh at each other.
Yeah, I don't think any team we make. I haven't looked, but I don't think.
Can anyone guess who my goalie's going to be? I'm just throwing that out.
I know, Vaccaro.
There you go.
I think that's going to be everyone's goalie. I don't think any team we make though will have potential to beat Napoli.
I agree with that. I think Napoli's better than every team we will make.
Well, we never said that. We never said
no. The goal is starting with how many points. The goal is to be
the
top
most points in the second half, right?
They used to do Italy against the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Italy we get crushed.
Team against Napoli.
Italy we get crushed right now. If
Yeah.
it was Italy
It's
versus the
not
rest of
going
the
to do a
world.
team against Napoli.
Anyway, we'll do that next week at some point.
Yeah,
maybe
but don't
after.
forget, Juventus is coming.
Juventus is coming. Like winter. Winter's coming. No, Juventus is coming.
It's coming.
Oh,
All right. Anything else?
No, we'll do the World Cup stuff and then we'll do that.
Allegri out.
We have 40 minutes already.
All right.
Nailed it. We get paid by the minute, by the way. It's in our contract. We get $317 a minute.
No, for all the cup that we don't care. You can say it.
So, I think this makes us the worst soccer podcast on the planet.
Pretty much. Everyone else is like jazzed about it. We're
No.
like, fuck this.
That's
Four
not true.
assholes. Yeah, 4 assholes who hate soccer.
It's anyone who is Italian is not
It's the
excited.
best to be Italian.
Yeah, I
To make a
guess.
fun.
All right. Thanks for listening. Give us a like. Give us a follow. We'll see you next week, Monday at 9. Good night.
Adios.
Going.